Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am the Gifted Oracle, and today we're doing a video for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And we're going to be talking about shadow work and what blockages Sagittarius needs to work on to move forward on their spiritual journey. All right, so first we're going to be using an oracle deck that I made that is specifically for shadow work, and we're going to see what messages Spirit has for Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to clear up, Spirit? All right. I'm going to get one more card for Sage. All right. I tell you, I have done the water signs, the air signs, and Sage, you're my last fire sign. And everybody's card spit out but water. I don't know what that's about. I guess water is being stubborn. But Sagittarius, your cards came right on out. So the cards that I got for you was you're stronger than you think. Be present and speak up for yourself. So Sagittarius, I think those are all self-explanatory. Because I feel like even though you're a fire sign, you're the most chill of the fire signs. Not to say you don't get fiery and passionate about things and that you don't have a temper, but I feel like Sagittarius, you're the, out of the three fire signs, I feel like in order for you to like go ballistic or for that side of you to even show up, somebody has to really do something to you or pull that out of you. Once it comes out, it comes out. But I think it takes a lot for you guys to get riled up. And so these cards make sense to me when it says you're stronger than you think. Be present and speak up for yourself. Because I feel like you, the group of Sagittarius that I'm speaking to, you allow people that you care about to mistreat you or talk to you any kind of way. And although you might say something, you might say, hey, I don't like the way you talk to me, or because you all usually are vocal and will say how you feel. But for some reason, like I said, this group that I'm talking to, you're not speaking up. And I feel like you're not speaking up because growing up, because again, remember, this is shadow work, things that possibly happen in your childhood or young adulthood. So I think growing up, you weren't allowed to speak up for yourself. You were just, you just went with the flow. You wanted to keep the peace, so you were never necessarily a bad child, things like that. But you were treated like kids should be seen and not heard. So now it's hard for you to speak up for yourself because you don't want to seem disrespectful. You don't want to seem like you feel like if you speak up for yourself, that people are going to take that as you don't love them or you're being disrespectful or you're not appreciative. Like you think speaking up for yourself and whatever this is that's bothering you or whatever you want to speak up about, you feel like you're not strong enough to say it. You're not worthy enough to say it. Like who am like you're second guessing your worth, Sagittarius. You're second guessing your worth, and it's okay. You're still stuck in that past. You're stuck in, during the time when you were a child and you were not able to speak up for yourself. But Spirit is telling you it's time to be present. It's time to be present in this moment, in your adulthood, in Stand in your power and speak up for yourself because you're stronger than you think. It's time for you to find your peace and defend it, honor it. It's time for you to reach deep down in your gut and express what it is that you want to get out. Yeah, it's time for you to get out and vocalize. It's something deep down in your gut that you want to talk about, that you want to say. That it's something that's bothering you, but you were always taught, young ladies don't talk like that. That's what I just heard in my head. Young ladies don't talk like that. So I don't know if I'm talking to a Sagittarius woman or what, but I just keep hearing young ladies don't talk like that. Yeah, you feel like if you speak your truth and say what it is you want to say, that people are going to be defensive and not want to hear it. So in turn, you become defensive. You become irritable and called mean and stuff like that because you feel unheard. You feel like your voice is not being heard. But with this Ace of Swords here, I feel like you're getting a nudge. You're getting the downloads from Spirit telling you it's time to make a move. It's time to do something different. It's time to transform. You've gotten the clarity that you need. You know what you need to speak and who you need to speak it to. But you don't know how it's going to be received. But Spirit is saying you're stronger than you think. I'm just getting the feeling that whoever you need to speak this truth to is possibly a parent, the same parent or parents or people that took care of you when you were a child. It's like I'm getting that they still treat you like a child. It's possibly been going on continuously since you were a child up until now. And it's like you've played by the rules and done everything they've always wanted you to do. And now you don't want to play by those rules anymore. You want to play by your own rules. You want to do what you want to do. And the Ten of Pentacles came out reversed. So that makes me feel like you're scared to speak this truth because it's going to jeopardize the stability of this family. And when I say stability, I don't necessarily mean financially. I mean, everybody else in the family has been thinking all this time that things are okay. Like, you know, everything is working the way it should be working. Like, we're overall solid, put together, or whatever. It's not, we don't need to change anything. But you, on the other hand, know that things need to change within this family dynamic. And you don't want to be the one to rock the boat. Or when it comes to money, it could be you've played by the rules, by their rules all this time because they've been taking care of you financially. And if you speak up, because your family could be well off, and you feel like if you speak your truth, then it's going to take away your stability. And you don't know if you want to risk it. But Spirit is saying it's time to risk it. For your happiness, for you to be able to move forward in your life, yes. For your Ten of Cups. And that's 2 tens that came out. So that's the end of a cycle. Tens mean ending. So it's the end of a cycle. Because it might be an end of the family as you know it, or as your abundant, your financial gain, but it's going to be the beginning of your happiness. Because once you speak your truth and stand in your power and stand up for yourself and protect your peace, then you're going to get your wish fulfillment. But you can't get your wish fulfillment if you're continuing to let people down talk you and not listen to your feelings and disregard everything you're saying. Yeah, because right now you're in the 5 of Cups energy. Oops, sorry. You're crying over spilled milk because you wish you would have said something a long time ago. You wish you would have stood your ground a long time ago, because whatever it is that you're doing is something that's making you unhappy, but it's possibly making your family happy. So again, it could be something like you went to college to be a doctor, but you don't really want to be a doctor. You want to read tarot for a living, or you want to be a painter, but you don't have the confidence in yourself to step up and say, this is not what I want to do, because you've been told all your life what you're going to do. But Sagittarius, is your life, and you're going to waste time by still being that little child whose voice wasn't heard. It's time for your voice to be heard. Yeah, it's time for you to take a nap, take a rest, meditate, think about it. See how in both cards, this person is meditating and resting and getting their stuff together. They woosah, getting their woosah on so that they can confront this thing head on. So yeah, I just think that it's time for you to gain your courage. Stop crying over spilled milk, because whatever it is that you've been doing or not doing, it's the past. But just because you've been doing it thus far don't mean you have to continue to do it, Sagittarius. So your shadow work is basically to find your voice. Figure out why you're still allowing yourself to be quiet when you have a voice and you need to use your voice to speak up for yourself. Why do you feel like, why you being a people pleaser? Because that's what I'm picking up from this. You're being a people pleaser, and your silence is pleasing to these people. And you need to learn how to speak up for yourself so that you can have the things that you want and do the things that you want, so you can be emotionally fulfilled. So yeah, Sagittarius, your shadow work is to dig deep and figure out what it is that you want to do, and to speak your truth, and figure out how you're going to speak your truth and when you're going to speak your truth, because you can't keep this up forever. You are definitely stronger than you think, Sagittarius. All right, that's all I have for you this time. I hope someone was able to get some clarity from it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll check you out in the next one.